I hope these hippies aren't somehow tied into the ones that get aligned with Charles Manson.
Drag. I really wanted Cliff to meet Charlie.
It was mostly women, but there's some
Charlie's
guys
really
there.
gonna dig you.
Charlie? Welcome back for another movie reaction, and today we'll be watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, directed by Quentin Tarantino. What I do know about this movie, it stars Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, and I know Margot Robbie plays Sharon Tate. Bruce Lee, an actor that portrays Bruce Lee, is in it. Those things I do know. And I also know Brad Pitt won a supporting actor Oscar for this movie. So let's get into this. Before we begin, I do want to remind you that you can vote on what I watch, see full-length reactions, and get early YouTube edits on my Patreon through the link in the description. If not, just make sure you subscribe or leave a thumbs up on this video if you do enjoy it. It really helps my channel reach a wider audience, and I greatly appreciate it. But now, it's time for the show. Let's go.
Party Law, Thursdays at 8:30, only on NBC.
To my right is Bounty Law Series lead and Jake Cahill himself. And to my left is Rick Stunt Double Cliff Booth. Welcome, gentlemen, and thanks for taking the time to visit with us.
They must have used the exact cameras that they used back then, because that seemed like a back in the day interview. Dakota Fanning? Luke Perry? Al Pacino's in this?
My car's in the shop. He gave me a ride.
Big fucking lie. Rick got his driver's license taken away for too many drunk driving tickets. Cliff drives him everywhere now.
Damn, that's bullshit. So he's basically a chauffeur along with his stunt double? And who did the breakaway narrating like that?
I love that stuff, you know, with the killing.
A lot of killing.
What's up with Quentin Tarantino and Nazis, man? Well, we know they're dying, at least.
Anybody order fried sauerkraut?
That's really a real scene in a real movie. That'd be pretty fucking intense, and now I kind of want to see it.
Who's Major Nathan Maxwell Janis?
I'll be sure and introduce you when he gets here.
I kind of want to watch this show, too.
What the audience sees is Bingo Martin whipping Jake Cahill's ass. Next week is Bob Conrad kicking your ass.
He's definitely trying to get in his head.
What's the problem?
I gotta do fucking Italian goddamn movies. That's a fucking problem.
No matter where I cry in public, nobody remembers the fuck I am anyway.
He's so emotional. He's so dramatic. He's an actor.
As long as one is one, beside yourself or your father, all is one, all is one, all is one.
It's a weird little branch off segment. Wonder what the importance of that scene was.
Mrs. Robinson.
Peace. I'm almost positive if I was young around that age, I absolutely 100% would have ended up with a hippie girl. Nah, I don't know, actually, now that I think about it. They were kind of crazy. They were kind of out there. Let's do acid and share our love with everyone in the common room. It's like, what the hell? No.
Uno, the new thing in colognes for men.
Roman Polanski. He's lived there for a month now. First time I seen him.
That name sounds familiar.
I'm gonna get my car, son home.
All right.
7:15 a.m.
7:15.
Out the door.
Out the door.
And that's what he's driving home. I mean, he probably doesn't even mind. He's a stunt man. Okay, he lives outside of a drive-in movie theater. Interesting choice.
What did I tell you about whining? You whine, you don't eat. You understand? All right.
He's like a real tough guy. He told this dude to like stop crying in front of the Mexicans, telling his dog don't whine, he ain't gonna eat. He's dressed like Austin Powers.
She was engaged to him, and she flew to the UK.
Is that Winners from Band of Brothers?
One thing's for sure. Sharon absolutely has a type. Cute, short, talented guys who look like 12-year-old boys.
Yeah, she's got like that kind of hold on these guys, and to make this dude be okay with her being with a whole complete other guy.
You talk to the stunt gaffer about me today. That way I know if I'm working this week or not.
Really ain't no point.
All right, well, if you don't need me for anything else, I'll pick you up a wrap.
Damn, he's not even doing stunts for him anymore. He's basically his assistant.
First off, I want to give him a mustache. Zabata-like.
We got a custard jacket, fringes all down the arm.
I mean, it doesn't really sound appealing. It might look better than what it's sounding like. At least he's enthusiastic. These two got their own little thing going and they haven't said one word to each other. He's like the complete opposite of small boyish and he's a man's man. And the interaction with women is one of the key differences they're gonna have. He's not gonna sit here and let some other guy. Whoa. Oh yeah, he's a stunt guy. I'm like, what the hell? Is this dude secretly an agent?
Hey, Randy.
Kurt Russell?
Cliff. Still here. You in there? Yeah, just knock.
He's in a golden trailer.
Dude killed his fucking wife.
You don't believe that old shit, do you?
You know, this is probably the shittiest weather ever.
He killed his wife? No fucking way.
Now, I admire Cassius Clay, I do. What I admire is, in his sport, there's an element of true combat.
Is this supposed to be Bruce Lee? Whoever it is, he's giving a great speech.
You're a little man with a big mouth and a big chip.
You're the one with the big mouth, and I would really enjoy closing it, especially in front of all my friends.
I would love to see that too.
Anybody accidentally kills anybody in a fight, they go to jail. And I think all that lethal weapon horse shit is just an excuse. You dancers never have to get in a real fight.
He called them dancers? Okay. Oh man, if I was a director, I would love to have this happening on set. That's the type of energy you need to make a great movie.
Wife-killing buddy boy here was beating the shit out of Bruce.
Nobody beat the shit out of Bruce.
That dent in the car says something different.
What the fuck?
No one else is around. I just realized as they were fighting, everyone kind of dipped.
Get your shit and get fucked.
Get your shit and get off the lot.
Oh, so that whole thing was a flashback from him thinking of the Green Hornet? The gaffer? Wow, okay.
Terry and Candy don't live here anymore. It's okay, honey. It's a friend of Terry's.
Yeah, he kindly.
Man.
Not the last time we're gonna see that guy. It's a little girl. Trudy Frazier. They're definitely zooming in on her name. She must be someone pretty famous.
It's the actor's job to avoid impediments to their performance, to strive for 100% effectiveness. We never succeed. It's the pursuit.
Holy shit, she's got a laser focus.
What are you reading?
Biography in Walt Disney. I mean, a once in every 50 or 100 years kind of genius.
What are you, 12?
I'm 8.
She's 8? Well, whoever raised her did an extremely good job. She's a smart little actress, or actor as she puts it.
Sounds like a really sad book. I'm practically crying and I haven't even read it.
About 15 years you'll be living it.
What?
He said 15 years you'll be living it. And I do know that Sharon Tate was murdered during the Manson murder, so I'm sure the guy that came up to the house was somehow relating to that.
Was it true you almost got the part in The Great Escape? I almost got the part.
Tunnel man, engineer,
Flyer.
it's called in the American Army.
Is this a real movie? And they superimposed him in there? I'm sure this is a classic movie. Dean Martin and the Wrecking Crew. Never heard of it. Would you guys want me to watch it?
She's in this movie.
Welcome to the Bruin, Miss Tate. Would you like to come in and see the show?
Could I? Can I get a picture? Oh, sure.
Don't think I'll ever experience something like this, but if it does happen in the future, it'd be pretty dope to see myself in a movie. Them letting me into the theater for free and like, hey man, you want to watch it then?
Welcome to Denmark, Mr. Helm.
Dirty ass feet.
Half a bottle's better than none.
Was that her only part in the movie? I mean, I wouldn't care if that was my only part either. Her name's like on the poster. I thought maybe it's got to be bigger than just that.
Ready when you are, Gilbert.
Ooh, that was clean.
Buy a drink, Caleb?
How about some mezcal? Pepe, get your behind that bar, I have a guess.
Oh, this is the part he was practicing.
Damn it, I fucked this whole thing
No,
up, Sam. I did. I fucked this whole thing up.
I got it. Go back a bit, would you?
I practiced them and now I don't look like I goddamn practiced them.
I feel like this is a common thing among a lot of actors that just berate and beat themselves up so much. You trained with Bruce Lee? It's always cooler when the actor themselves does little stuff like a jump kick.
Give me a lift.
Where you going?
Bye to the movie ranch for the rest of their lives.
Wait, Spawn Movie Ranch?
Her ass is like right in frame right there. Like it's right in our face.
How old are you?
18. Feel better?
You got some ID, you know. I need to see something official that verifies that you're 18.
Definitely not.
The old man here.
The son is. You from Boston? Yes. It's the Boston one.
The writing is so funny. Like, just doesn't seem written like any other Western I've ever seen before.
$50,000 in my lap! Down a well!
That was the best acting I've ever seen in my whole life.
This 8-year-old saying that's the best acting she's ever seen in her little limited life. It's getting to him. He's so fragile.
So who is it?
I ain't for sure yet. It's a bitch in yellow coupe de ville.
Keep an eye on him.
I hope these hippies aren't somehow tied into the ones that get aligned with Charles Manson.
Drag. I really wanted Cliff to meet Charlie.
It was mostly women, but there's some guys
really
there.
gonna dig you.
Charlie?
Angel, hold
Well, maybe next time.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Pussycat brought back some guy with her. Gypsy wants you to go give him a look-see.
Yeah, sure thing.
The story that's building is just so off from what's already been established, man.
Okay, y'all, beat it. I'll handle this guy.
Whoever's in there definitely is the leader of this whole shit. Under Charlie, still pretty high up.
Can I help you?
I hope so.
Dakota Fanning?
I'm an old friend of George's. I'm gonna get a good look at George. And this ain't stopping me.
Oh shit, what's about to happen?
Door at the end of the hallway. He may be tired. George is blind.
The music from the TV is adding suspense to what's happening in the real life. Oh, he's dead.
Rick Dalton. He was the star of Bounty Law. I was Rick's stunt double.
Rick, who?
Man, his mind is gone. If that is him. Well, it must be him because he recognizes him.
Little redhead out front.
You're pretending that I didn't tell you I was fucking blind. How am I gonna know?
Oh man, I didn't even catch that either.
She loves me.
Well, he's fine with all of it.
Do you believe everything's all right?
Not exactly.
He didn't even do anything. He just wanted to make sure the dude was good.
Fix it.
Oh, fuck you. Please deny him so he can whoop your ass and make
Ladies.
Ooh.
That wine guy's back at the ranch kicking Clem's face in.
This is highly entertaining. This is like the most entertaining portion of the movie so far. The last 20 minutes. He knew. He's gone.
In Los Angeles.
So, do they recognize this guy by the yellow car? And then they try to get revenge by killing him, but they accidentally go to Roman Polanski's house and kill Sharon Tate? Is that what happens?
Bought me an acid-dipped cigarette today. Just gonna stash it here. Don't smoke it by mistake. You wanna smoke some, just save me some.
That guy's a fucking prick.
It's like science mystery theater.
Well, that's Bobby Hogan, good guy.
With guest stars Rick Dalton.
Woo! So he must be the bad guy, right? Because that's what they said he was gonna be.
In Rome, Rick loved the paparazzi.
Right there, paparazzos. All right.
He loved the food so much, Rick gained almost 15 pounds.
Who cares if it's not America? They're appreciative of what you're doing. Just imposing him into the old movies is making this more believable. Even though we know it's not real, it looks like he is in it.
Way back in Coach, working on his bottomless Bloody Mary, Cliff Booth returned to Los Angeles as well.
Sounds like the same narrator from The Hateful Eight.
The only thing the two men know of for sure, Rick and Cliff will have a good old-fashioned drunk. Once the plane touches down in El Segundo, it'll be the end of an era.
What about that cigarette? Oh my God, I thought that was Roman Polanski. That's Leonardo DiCaprio, right? They're still trying to be friends. I don't know. Was he really getting in the way of shit that much? Seemed like he was only helping you. She's pregnant? She's not pregnant when she's murdered, right? Damn.
Rick and Cliff went to the Valley Mexican restaurant landmark Casa Vega.
I feel like whoever that red car was that pulled up behind them, we didn't see the front of their hood for no reason. Someone's following them. Or Sharon Tate.
Rick and Cliff drank so much they took a cab home. Around 10, Sharon and her friends left and arrived back at her house.
Okay, the fact that everything's being timestamped leads me to believe something is gonna happen in the next few minutes. This might be the night of the murder.
Around midnight, a completely drunk Rick Dalton started making frozen margaritas.
A completely drunk Rick Dalton started making margaritas. Like, yeah, he's already intoxicated. Why not? I don't even know the background of why they killed these people. Just because Charles Manson told them to, like...
Fucking hippies came up here to smoke dope on a dark road, huh? Now take this mechanical asshole and get it off my fucking street!
Talk down people who went up there to murder somebody and he has no idea. Drunk as hell. He probably doesn't even remember that moment.
Every show on TV that was an I Love Lucy was about murder. We kill the people who taught us to kill.
Go ahead, validate it all you want. Psycho.
Randy, couch. And don't you move.
The acid.
Oh, man. See if there's a back entrance.
Oh, that man is tripping. And he's scoring the scene with this music. What the hell is going on? This is a weird twist on this situation, man.
I remember your white little face, and you were on a horsey. Yeah. Tex.
Oh, shit. Oh! Oh! Clearly, this isn't what happened. The dog's like, let me in, let me in. I'm done. What is this shit? Oh my God. Is this a movie?
Two of them burst through the front door there, and the guy hippie said he's the devil, and he said, I'm here to...
Did not see the movie ending this way at all.
Good friend, Cliff.
He is a good friend.
I tried.
Saved their lives.
They tried to kill my wife and my buddy. My buddy and his dog killed two of them, and then, I torched the last one.
Torched?
Yeah, he actually did.
You okay?
Well, yes, I am. Thank you for asking that.
Rick, would you like to come up to the house for a drink and meet my other friends?
Yeah.
So is this like an alternate universe of what could have happened that night? That's what I'm assuming.
Hi, Rick. Cheryl. Oh, it's so nice to finally meet you.
So eerie. It feels like Twin Peaks. The man knows how to write and direct a movie. There's only one Quentin Tarantino.
Hi, this is Rick Dalton,
Oh my
speaking on
God.
behalf of Red Apple Cigarettes.
Red Apple. That was in Hateful Eight.
All right, this cigarette tastes like shit. And by the way, who chose this photo, all right? I have a double chin, all right? Nobody notices that crap?
Batman. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Vintage is probably the best way to describe this movie. From the hippies to the old classic Hollywood feel to even the commercial and the post-credit scenes. Everything was just taken aback. Not only because it was based in that era, but it was almost like a day in the life of what happened back then. In terms of being someone that was in Hollywood, a somewhat known, you know, the lead on a TV show everyone's seen. Career starting to wind down. You're still involved, but you know, you're not the man anymore. Still got a little bit of money. I'm sure there were a ton of people like that in Hollywood at the time. And not only was the setting and the vintage look just to help with the background and to put us in that time period, it helped with the story. The whole thing is about not just that time period, but how everything was like on a quintessential level. it just seemed like it was bigger than life. And now I see why. There's people catering to other people's egos. People recognize you everywhere you go. It's like almost as much thought was putting into the writing and the directing that was put into the set design. I always love it when from the car to the posters, the buildings, the clothing, everything is to the very minute detail. Because in some things they try to make it look old fashioned and it just doesn't pull it off. But this one is not one of those movies. But it's Quentin Tarantino. You know, the best people in the biz are going to want to work on this movie. And a huge part of that whole quintessential thing is the myths, the legends, the stories from Hollywood. And this movie was full of them. I'm assuming the Bruce Lee fight, maybe none of this was real. Maybe it's all just legend, myth. That's the whole Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's the whole point of this movie. Maybe that fight with Bruce Lee never happened. We know how the ending with the hippies that were part of Manson's group, it didn't end how it ended in this. But even that itself was another Hollywood legend. The fact that Cliff killed his wife and everyone was talking about it on set. It's all about the stories, man. That's the way the legacies are made. And it's stuff that's still talked about to this day. The flashbacks were a cool little dynamic to this movie. They weren't too important to the plot or storyline, but it just gave us a feel for like him sitting on the boat with his wife. It just tried to put us in the mind state that those actors were at, you know, when they're having their flashbacks, when they're recollecting stuff. It's so surreal. That's the best word to describe this. And the fact that stuff wasn't real. And that's why I said at the end it felt like Twin Peaks, because I think the surreality of it. And Leo does amazing when it comes to surreal movies like Wolf of Wall Street and The Revenant, you know, stuff that really happened, but it's the dials just turned up a little bit. It's given that Hollywood touch. And Leo killed it. I know Brad Pitt got a Oscar nomination. No, actually he got an Oscar win for this, but I hope Leo at least got a nomination. He did a good job too. But Brad Pitt definitely carried the movie along with him. Played a huge part. Leo's funny. That's the thing. He has to do more than just these serious ass movies. When he was messing up his lines and was just falling apart, being so dramatic, and he pulled out the flamethrower and cooked that girl in the pool. Wild. That whole ending, that whole setup was just, did not expect that. It turned into an S. Craig Zoller film in the last half an hour, but that's not even true. It turned into a Tarantino film in the last half an hour. That's what happened. I would like to know how much of this is actually real though. I'm sure a good amount of it is. Maybe Rick Dalton really did live next to Polanski and a lot of other stuff. Maybe that character really was suspected of killing his wife. Maybe he did get in a fight with Bruce Lee. Don't know. Y'all know what to do in the comments. Please let me know how much of this is confirmed to be real. It'd be awesome if this dude was really as much of a badass as he claimed to be. And if he really did meet these people on his ranch who actually ended up killing Charles Manson, but that might just be, you know, for effect for the story. But I do like how they're not giving any shine to these people that did this stupid, idiotic, inhumane act and, like you said, make it look witchy, you know, just brutal, over the top, trying to make excuses for them wanting to be violent. I think Charles Manson is dead now too, right? The way the radios and the TV, when Cliff went to check on George, love little stuff like that. I just watched The Transporter a few weeks ago. They had the radio turned on in the garage or something, and he was cleaning up or fighting somebody or something to it. And it was so popcorny and Hollywoody. But in this one, it actually went along with what was going on. It was used to build suspense. It was used to set the tone, not to just go along with what was already happening. But it also had its place in the movie while I was playing. You know, she was watching something, and it led me to believe something bad was going to happen, and nothing happened. But the second time we got it, when he was in the house and he played the music, when he was tripping on acid, oh, something happened then, for sure. The time-stamped ending in the narration felt like The Hateful Eight, which was an excellent movie. Maybe my favorite Tarantino movie, and I know that's saying a lot, but I thought The Hateful Eight was just that fucking twist, man. And the way they call back, and no, we're not talking about that movie. We're talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But this was an excellent movie as well. I think I've seen all Tarantino's movies now. Yep, I have. So this is the only one I haven't seen, so I figured, you know, might as well watch it on camera, get reaction. Some people on Patreon I was worried. I'm like, man, we know what happened to Sharon Tate. Her family was cool with them making a movie about her getting murdered and all this, but now I know. Now I see it. And shout out to that young actress. Whoever she was replicating, I'm sure she ended up being something big, maybe not, but even the girl that played her in this movie did a good job. If anything stood out to you in this movie or there was anything I might have missed, please tell me about it in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed watching my reaction. All I ask is that you leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can also vote on what I watch, see full-length reactions, and get early YouTube edits on my Patreon through the link in the description. You guys are the best. We're a family. You know that. That's it for me. Until next time, spread peace and love. I'm out.